Hey people, Miko here from Passports and Grub. So today's topic is not about travel. It is about hormone replacement therapy. As you all know, I'm 55 years old. I'll be 56 in August. And I decided that I was gonna do this episode because all of my girlfriends in the blogging community, they are much younger than I am. I'm an OG. I'm an OG content creator. I've been doing this a long time, but most of my girlfriends that are within the blogging community, they're in their 40s. They're just getting perimenopause and they're starting to feel all of the symptoms that I have been telling them about, saying get ready, get ready, get ready. So they asked me to start this series and talk to you all like I was your girlfriend and how I talk. So for years I would not do hormone replacement therapy. I was like, I'm gonna raw dog this. You know, I grew up hearing HRT causes cancer, dangerous, it's risky. So I was like, okay, you're gonna do this the natural way. You're gonna get Black Cohosh, you're gonna get vitamins, you're gonna get vitamin D, all the things that was natural to help me combat the menopause, the night sweat, the memory loss. So when my body started changing, I told myself I could power through it. Well, this year, I can no longer power through it. The stress, aging, the weight gain, I have never been this heavy in my life. I've always been about 130, 35 pounds. I am currently sitting at 180. I've never been 182 pounds. I have a double chin, which is why I got this damn tape on my chin. I got a double chin. It has been awful. And it's not because I've been eating bad, because I still eat pretty clean. My face is just bloated. It looks like I'm inflamed. Back always hurting. My midsection, it looks like I am about baby, even though I haven't had a cycle in 5 years. My attitude is not good. I am having hot flashes and night sweat about 20 out of 24 hours a day. Mine is really, really severe. Some women, depending on who are your mother, some people are here than others. Mine has been really, really dramatic. My clothes don't fit anymore. Even clothes that I bought earlier, late last year, I've gained another 15 pounds since then. My husband, my kids, not good. So my nervous system just felt like it was buzzing all the time. And I don't know if any of you all kind of know what that means. I just feel not even killed. I just feel like I'm always on edge. I can't remember anything. I already had a bad memory prior to menopause, but now I remember nothing. My joints, my knees, my back has been giving me the most problem. So it has been like crazy. And then we don't want to talk about my libido. It is null and void. I don't want nothing nowhere near me touching me. I'm not interested. My poor husband, he working with me, but I am just not it. And it is not because it's so painful. And I don't know if women talk about it or because it's embarrassing, but it is painful. I like to describe it as, you know how when you're going to return a rental car, and once you cross over the spikes and it tells you if you go back, your tires are flat. That is what sex feels like. It feels like somebody is going over in my vagina with some dang on spikes. It is uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. Again, okay, it's now the time to get on hormone replacement therapy. Even up until 2 weeks ago, I was saying I can do this, I can do this. But the truth is, it's not willpower. And I had to start back doing my own research again and realize that yes, if breast cancer runs in your family, and you should always check everything with your gynecologist and with your doctor. But if breast cancer runs in your family, you may want to think about it. But I spoke with my doctor. I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago and I started hormone replacement therapy. I have the patches and I have the progesterone pills, and I also started GLP-1. Because after I did all of my research, I realized all of the studies that scared me, they were decades old. They weren't accurate, and the new data said something very different. And I didn't do enough research in the meantime. I was just going off of what I had heard 15 years ago. So I decided to have a real conversation with my OBGYN, not one out of fear, but one out of, am I suffering and I don't have to be suffering? Because let me tell you something, these hot flashes, these backache, my brain, just my husband, when he blinks, I feel like I can hear his eyelashes blinking, and I'm like, why the F are you blinking? Why are you chewing like that? And he was like, I'm not chewing any differently, but I swear to God, I can hear the noises inside of my head. Every smack, every time he chews food, I can literally hear it inside of my head. So I was like, okay, I've got to do something. So this series is not about vanity. It's not about suffering in silence. It's about understanding what's actually going on in our bodies. The next episode, I'm gonna tell you about my breaking point. What was enough for me to say, okay, I can no longer do this. So it's been 2 weeks. And again, I had a real conversation with my OBGYN, and I was like, look, what is the data? And being afraid for absolutely no reason. And she said, yes, I was. I was being afraid for no reason. We both decided that I would start with the patches. They're so big, swap them out each week. I stay on one side. So this week, they're on this belly. And then I change mine out every Thursday. So tomorrow, I'll put it on my butt. And then the next week, it'll go on the other stomach and then the other butt. I take a progesterone pill every single night, which has been helping me sleep better. And I will tell you this. It told me it was gonna take about maybe 4 to 6 weeks before I started feeling some relief. And again, everybody is different. I've only been on the hormone replacement for 2 weeks now. As of today, it's 2 weeks. And I've had maybe 3 hot flashes in 2 weeks. My libido is back already. My husband was like, okay, can you put on 5 patches and take some more progesterone? I don't know which one, but the girl she woke up and she's like, hey, I've been hibernating. I've been working out every day. My back isn't hurting like it was. So much better. I feel happy, which I had been. I was always cranky and irritable. I feel like a new person. I've been working out about twice a day. I've been doing cardio and I've been lifting weights. I took my dog out for another walk today. What questions do you have? Are you in the perimenopause or are you in menopause? When was the last time you had a cycle? What other symptoms are you having besides the hot flashes, which is what everybody says that they have? But they don't talk about when your vagina no longer have the elasticity and how bad it hurts. Because it's embarrassing. Nobody wants to say my cooch don't work no more, but it literally stops working. So I'm gonna talk about all these things over the next couple of weeks. So let me know what your thoughts are, where you are in this journey. I am grateful that it is being talked about more because, it wasn't talked about. It's not something my mom discussed with me. And my group chat that I have with my girlfriends, we are literally talking about this like every day. They're starting to have some of the symptoms, some of them are not there, but I have advised them, go get your hormones checked. When you turn 40, you should be getting your hormones checked because you're probably already in peri. I want us to have a real conversation about what it means to be perimenopausal and to be menopausal. Have a community that we can have these conversations and it not be TMI, that it is an authentic conversation around what we're going through. So follow me along my journey, and hopefully next week I will have lost some weight. Hopefully I have some good news to share with you all about my weight loss. We're gonna talk about GLP-1. We're gonna talk about, the stigma around it. Every time somebody loses weight, everybody's like, oh, they on GLP-1. I want somebody to say, oh my God, she looks like she on GLP-1. Yes, I'm tired of being chunky. I'm tired of having this double chin. So what questions do you have? What do we want to talk about? This is going to be a safe space